All right, so today we are going to be upgrading the shackles on our suspension. This is the shackle that come off. I've already did one side, the other side, but the reason I had to do it is because we found this on our last camping trip. This was completely broken on the back axle. So the wife actually seen that when we were dumping, which was great. And so I've done the other side. I bought these upgraded shackle kit, which you can tell are a lot bigger than the ones that are off of there, right? A lot thicker. So this is an old one that come off the other side. I've done one side of the rig. I'm getting ready to do the other side. So to do so, you just got to pull all the tires off, and then we can start getting in there and start taking these apart. But anyway, I mean, here we go, I guess. So as you can see under here, there are 3 shackles on each side. There's one here on the back axle, one on the middle axle, and then one here in the front. So those are what we're going to be replacing. So you just got to get in there and get them all removed, and then put the new ones on. So when you're taking them off, which I'll show you in a minute, we're going to want to put some blocks underneath the axle to support it, so that when you remove this, the axle doesn't drop down and get misaligned, so you can't get the other one back in. But I'll show you that as we go along here. So as you can see here, I've got this axle supported by some wood here, so that that's the block. So when I remove this, it's not going to fall down. It may shift a little bit, and we might have to use a jack to get it back aligned so that we can put the other ones on. But at least this will help it from like dropping completely. So I'm just gonna get these off. See how this is shifting a little bit, so it's going to bind up a bit, but that's okay. Just going to get something here to help me. There we go. The old one. So one other thing that came with this, grab the new shackle. They have these brass I don't know what, sleeves, I guess, that come with the new shackle kit. I don't know if you can see here, but there's already a brass shackle part of this upgraded. This is a more right suspension system, so they've already upgraded that from the factory. And there's already a sleeve already in there that's the brass sleeve on this side. But this one here is plastic. It's a piece of crap plastic when they didn't replace it when they upgraded the suspension. So we're going to knock that plastic one out and put the more heavy duty one in there too before we get too far along. I found to do that, just get you a little screwdriver here. We don't care if we break it because we're going to be replacing it. So I'm just trying to loosen it up so we can get it out of there. There we go. There it is, just a piece of crap little plastic bushing. So we'll put the nice newer one in there, and all you gotta do is just kind of line it up and tap it in there a little bit. All right, now see how this is misaligned. So what we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna need to put a jack underneath this to lift it up so that it will reposition it so I can get that lined up. So see how it's coming down? Just need to kind of eyeball it and we'll get it lined up here. You don't need it up too far. it is. It's a little tweaked, but it'll suck up in there when we pull it back on. See if we can get this to adjust just a little bit over here. I definitely read the instructions in the kit, but the kit says these should be torqued to 50 foot-pounds. So we're going to get them tight on there, and then we're going to get the torque wrench out and make sure they're at the right torque value. Okay, there we go. Set this to 50 pounds. Watch yourself, that's not too stable, so when I tweak this, it might want to come off of there. So. There we go. Let's just go until it clicks. That one's on. The only other thing we need to do is there's two different types you can get. The kit I got has what they call wet bolts. So let me just show you what that means. This is one of the bolts that's actually inside the shackle there. So you can see there's a little zerk fitting here and a little hole in the middle. So what that does is you can put your grease gun there, squirt grease in, and then the grease will come out of the hole, which is inside the sleeve, and then it creates a protective layer of grease in there. So when I did the other side, I put them all on, then I greased them, which was a little bit of a pain because then it was kind of hard to get to. So I'm just going to grease these as I go along. I'll hit the grease gun on those two. But before we do that, I'm going to replace this one up here as well, just because I've got new ones. This kit didn't come with there's a couple of sizes I'm missing. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the old wet bolts that are in good shape out of the old Shackles and replacing the dry one. Like that was a dry one there, but now it's a wet bolt that I've replaced. So, but these actually are the right size. So. All right, so that's it. We just got to put the wheels back on. Oh, I got to grease this one real quick. But so we did this one, 2 Shackles. Replaced this one with a new wet bolt. Same thing down there. There was right there at the end of the leaf spring, that one there, and the other shackle on the other side. And then at the very end, we did the wet